Good day everyone, I am Nathane Galicano Badiang, a grade 11 student. And for today's video, we will discuss about some examples of domain and range. Here's our objectives. First, I want students, viewers, to enjoy, understand, know, and learn what domain and range is. Then students, viewers, will be able to define or know the differences of domain and range. And lastly, for them to learn about domain and range and the following examples of its application. So, do you have any idea what domain is? Domain is a first set of a number and also the set of its possible inputs and the value of x. How about range? Do you have any idea what range is? Range is the second set of a number, the set of its possible outputs, and also the value of y. So the first example of our domain and range is a table of values. So my first question. As we can see, when we write an arrange our domain and range, the first number we write is 7, while the given in the table of values starts in -3. Why is that so? If we observe, -1 is the last negative number when moving to the right side. So it's important thing to know about negative numbers is that they get smaller the farther they get from 0. Therefore, -7 has smaller value than -3. So our domain is -5, -7, -3, 8, and 9. And some process of our range. So our range are -8, -4, and -7. The second example of our domain and range is ordered pairs. Do you have any idea what an ordered pair is? Ordered pairs represents the function of the domain and range. They will always consist of two numbers that are paired to one another. For example, 1, -3, -2, 4, 3, -6, -5, and 1. Or domain here is 1, -2, 3, and -5. But if we will start arranging our answer must start negative numbers. So we have -5, -2, 1, and 3. So what if our ordered pairs are all positive? Do we need to steal it to be arranged? Of course, we still need to arrange it, but the arrangement will be more easy. We will just write the smallest to highest number. So we have 2, 3, 5, 9, 6, 7, 7, 2, 8, and 10. Our domain will be 2, 5, 6, 7, and 8. While our range will be 2, 3, 7, 9, and 10. The next example is graph. In this example, we are using now a graph. The question is how do we find the domain and range? Okay. So first, the domain of the graph is in horizontal line, which is the x value, while the range is in horizontal line, which is our y value vertical. So now that we already know the x and y values and how to find our domain and range. So in this example, the domain of the graph is -6 and 1 when we circle dots are shaded. That means they are counted or being part of the solution. Therefore, x1 -6 greater than x -1. X such as x is greater than or equal to -6, but x is less than or equal to -1. How about range? It's a past process but different area to find a range. Go to y-axis, which is the vertical line. So there are 1 and 5, therefore x1 greater than y greater than 5, y such as y is greater than or equal to 1 but less than 5 equal to 5. So we are going to the next example, the equation. We have here x squared plus y -8. To find the domain, so for y, x squared plus y equals 8, y equals 8, x squared. The x squared are being transferred to the right side next to positive 8. How do we find the value of x? So, there it is. X equals 1, so y equals 8. Negative 1 squared, multiply the number by itself, which is 1 times 1. The answer is 1. So that y equals 8, negative 1 is y equals 7. Therefore, the 2x times 1, x, such as x, that x is the element of real numbers. How do we find the range? To find the range, solve for x squared plus y equals 8. To, to find the x, solve for square root method. X squared and x negative y minus y, so x equals positive x square root of y is equal to positive or negative square root of 8 minus y. So that y less than y 8 such that y is greater than or equal to 8. On the next example, x squared plus y negative 10. To find the domain, solve for y, x squared plus y equals 10. Y equals 10 minus x squared. Some process of our previous example. Let x2, so y equals 10 minus 2 squared. Then multiply by 2 its number, which is 2 times 2 equals to 4. So y equals 10 minus 2. The answer is minus 4. The answer is 6. Therefore, the domain is x such as x is the element of real numbers. And then proceed to the next process. To find the range, solve for x. X squared plus y equals 10. X squared equals 10 minus y. Y is being transferred to the right side so that x minus positive 10 square root of y. X is equal to positive or negative square root of 10 minus y. 10 minus y less than 0. 10 minor or greater than or equal to 0. So therefore, y must be greater than 10. So y less than 10. So y such as y is greater than or equal to 10. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.